But okay, so the Week 8 NFL contest show. The Circa Million picks for Week 8. Our number one pick is the Los Angeles Chargers -3. And we just dodged a huge bullet in this game with the Chargers throwing an interception that was returned for a touchdown in the first 4 minutes of the game, but it was just ruled an incomplete pass. It did look like when the ball hit the ground, you actually saw the ball turn to where the laces came up, meaning that the ball turned in his hand, so he lost possession there. But so our number one pick is the Los Angeles Chargers -3. Hopefully, we start the week off with a win. The next pick is the Carolina Panthers +7. And they're going up against the Buffalo Bills with, it looks like, Andy Dalton as their starting quarterback. But I'm not overly concerned about Dalton playing one game, particularly against this Buffalo Bills defense with Carolina's running game, their offensive line, and the receiving core that they've got. I think they can score with Buffalo. So I'm going to take the points with the home dog here and hope that Andy Dalton has a good game. And, you know, what I've noticed recently is that when teams come back off the bye, they seem to be flat. You know, it's almost like because they're essentially on vacation. You know, some guys are going into the facility for treatment, but some guys are going on vacation. You know, they're not really putting in the time, and it takes them time to get back, in the flow of things. And I think the Panthers are really hot right now. Obviously, they've won a few games in a row. They've covered some games, a couple consecutive games. So this could be a popular side. And I know last week was the week when the public really killed it. All the more popular teams ended up covering. And Carolina could be a popular team this week. But I think they've figured it out. And at least, I think the Bills will struggle. We've seen them struggle with Saints. We've seen them struggle with other teams. And, the Panthers can get within this number, no problem. So I really think at home they're a different team. I think they're going to come out. If they take possession of the ball first, hopefully they can go down and score because they haven't really scored a lot of points in the first quarter. But I think the only thing that could really ruin this for us is if Buffalo jumps out to a big lead early and they have to abandon the run game and rely on Andy Dalton to throw the ball around. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Canales will stick with it, and their defense has been playing well. Derek Brown's playing well. Horn, they got J.C. Horn Jr. I mean, they've got something going in Carolina, and I'm going to go with it. And hopefully they can keep it within this number. I know Buffalo normally when they win by margin, but they haven't been doing that much this year. Their defense has been susceptible, especially with this receiving core. I really think that they can take advantage of this Buffalo Bills secondary. So my second pick is the Carolina Panthers, +7. My third pick is the New England Patriots, -7. And I'm not buying into the beatdown that Cleveland put on the Dolphins last weekend. I mean, yeah, they executed, but man, that Miami Dolphins team is just a train wreck. And now they're about to face the Patriots, and everybody's talking about the Browns defense, but the Browns defense has not been the same on the road as they have been at home. And the way Drake May is playing right now, I think Vrabel's really got this team clicking. Their defense is doing well against the run, which is what the Browns are going to want to do. And if they can't run the ball, then that means they're going to have to rely on Dylan Gabriel. And I don't see it. I know he's had some good games so far in his rookie season, but now he's going up against Mike Vrabel, this Patriots defense. And, if they score a few touchdowns early in this game and make the Browns have to throw the ball and not be able to rely on the run game, I really think it could get out of hand here. And I think this is going to be a more popular side. The Browns were one of the top 5 teams last week, and they got it done for everybody. covering the spread against Miami. So I think they might be a popular team again this week. People aren't really wanting to lay a big number like full 7 points with teams, and a lot of people are obviously like the Browns defense and want to back them. So I feel confident in this New England Patriots team. I think Drake May's really playing at an elite level right now, and the Patriots defense will be able to stop this Browns offense and make them one-dimensional, and have to rely on a rookie quarterback to win. So I really like this spot here. Obviously, we won't find out until Saturday what the top 5 selections are, where we are. But I suspect that the Browns will be a popular team with all these big numbers and the limited amount of games we have this week with 6 teams on the bye. So I really like being on the contrarian side. Last week it didn't really pay off, but last week was that I had a feeling it was going to be the week when the popular teams were covered all the spreads, and that's what happened. But so my third pick is the New England Patriots -7. So the fourth pick is going to be the Denver Broncos -3. Now, obviously, they got shut out for 3 quarters against the Giants before staging one of the most ridiculous comebacks in NFL history, scoring 33 points in the fourth quarter and beating the Giants 33-32. I mean, but I'm willing to bet that offense that we saw in the third quarter is what we're going to see. And the Broncos defense is just playing really well. And I know I wasn't sure if I wanted to get in front of this Cowboys offense because Dak's been playing at an elite level, but he's also played against some subpar defenses. And, ooh, man, that was a bad hit. He launched himself into Herbert with his helmet. But they haven't played the kind of competition they're going to play against Denver. And I think the mobility of Bo Nix, I think, could give the Cowboys some fits. Because before Jaden Daniels got hurt last week, his mobility of being able to bootleg, get outside the pocket, and use his legs was really giving the Dallas defense some problems. And it wasn't until Marcus Mariota came in that they really started to open up the gap in the score in that game. So, yeah, I think Bo Nix and the offense found something in that fourth quarter against the Giants. And a lot of people are probably going to want to take the Cowboys because their offense has been playing well. But I'm willing to say that the Broncos defense has something for Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. And this could be a high-scoring game. But I think the Broncos eventually win this game. They're at home. They got him in Mile High. It's outdoors. Watch it. Oh, throw it. Oh, my goodness, he got away. How did he get out of that? Man, they're 3rd and goal, though, man. I don't want field goals. I want touchdowns, man. Come on, Justin. But so my fourth pick is going to be the Broncos -3. And the fifth and final pick for week 8 of the Circa Million contest is the Pittsburgh Steelers +3. And this is purely, this is Mike Tomlin at home getting points. He's a home dog. These are the times when you got to back the Steelers. These are the games when they end up winning outright. I know there's going to be, oh, did he get it? Nice. Touchdown, Chargers. I know this is probably going to be the popular side because everybody's going to be but hearing the narrative of the return game of Rodgers to Green, playing against the Packers. But, the Steelers players are going to want to win this for him. They're going to want to get this done for themselves and for Rodgers. And I haven't been impressed with the Packers, honestly. I mean, they struggled against the Bengals. They struggled against the Cardinals. The Cardinals had every opportunity to win that game in the end. The Bengals kind of had an opportunity. If it wasn't for the turnovers in that game, they were scoring on this defense. The defense they can close out games when they've got the lead late in the fourth quarter. But I think the Steelers, they might create a couple of turnovers. Jordan Love had his thumb taped up at practice. Maybe something happens with that and he's out of the game. So there's a lot of factors involved in this, but this is a Tomlin spy here. This has historically been where Mike Tomlin excels. When the market is saying that your team is an underdog at home. Oh, okay. They called a penalty, but it was after the touchdown. I was going to say, don't tell me they're going to take that off and 15-yard penalty. So either putting it on the extra point or putting it on the kickoff. But Gadsden committed to something, personal foul, or he said something he wasn't. I think he said something he wasn't allowed to say, and the referee heard him. Okay, yeah, they making the longer extra point here. This is never good. Extra points and field goals have not been a sure thing this season. Interesting formation by the Vikings there on the special teams there. They lined up like four in the center and then two and two on the either outsides, forcing the outside guys to have to go out and block them. The guy kind of made it around too. But so yeah, I know this is probably going to be the more popular side. I don't know. I mean, Green Bay's a good team, so but man, Pittsburgh at home getting points. Give it to me. I'll ride with this one again. Another week where um, or this is a week where we don't have as many games. There's only 13 total. It's the only reason why I'm even using the Thursday night game. And I we got to make do with the games we have. And I really didn't. I thought about using the Commanders, but I say double-digit favorites are double-digit favorites for a reason. Same thing with the Colts. It's hard to want to go with the Commanders, even though I think they're going to get back McLaurin and Debo, so that's good. But their defense has been really bad. And the Chiefs, if they're not the number one team right now, they're number two right behind the Lions. But they are definitely one of the better teams, and they are super healthy. They're actually getting guys back with Rashi Rice coming back and some of their receivers, Hollywood Brown that got hurt in the game one. He's been back, and all these guys are just starting to contribute. The offensive line, the whole defense is healthy. So, the Chiefs aren't known for blowing teams out, but they've been scoring, I think, like 28 points a game this year. So I didn't know if I wanted to step in front of that freight train. Same thing with the Colts. I have done well with the Colts backing them this year. I went against them once. That was the Denver game, the one they probably should have lost. Um, I went against them with the Rams too, but that was super lucky. But I've also won two games with them, and I really wanted to go with them last week against these Chargers, but I got talked off of it, but because of the discrepancy in the amount of bets that were being placed on the Colts side as opposed to the Chargers side. I didn't want to get involved in that game because I thought I was going to go with the Chargers, if anything, just because of that being contrarian. But like I said, last week was not the contrarian week. But so there you have it. My 5 selections for week 8 of the Circa Million contest. We've got the Pittsburgh Steelers +3, the Denver Broncos -3, the New England Patriots -7, Carolina Panthers +7, and tonight's Thursday night game, we've got the Chargers -3, who are currently leading 7-0. We're going to take a quick break. And we will be right back with the conclusion of this line release show and the Thursday Night Football watch party.